This is a perishable item. Like you two monkeys.
Perish without a hair of the dog.
One nation, or we will perish.
You will perish in flames!
Your Excellency, they perished in the elevator.
And he has most likely perished.
But instead of perishing, they flourished.
If we do not unite to fight this enemy, we will perish.
Ask you, shall we perish for the vicious act of a murderer?
Perish in the old lingo. In other words, lettuce is a perishable item. Like you two monkeys. You trade paint one more time, you so much...
Oh, you don't know what you're doing, miss. I'll perish without a hair of the dog. Oh, miss.
Persians alone. We must persevere as one nation, or we will perish clinging on to our own self-interests.
Sign, and all prisoners will be released. You will perish in flames!
What an asshole.
The boy and Flint are gone.
I presume, Your Excellency, they perished in the elevator.
Currently unknown, and he has most likely perished. The rest of the group.
For any use for them, the camels were set free. But instead of perishing, they flourished. Now Australia has the largest feral camel population in...
Either for troops or arbitration. If we do not unite to fight this enemy, we will perish. Stormwind needs soldiers, armed.
Of the nation, but people of Prague, I ask you, shall we perish for the vicious act of a murderous maniac?
Stop that quizzling!
Surrender the...
Should be mine. The young perish in the old lingo. That I should live.
They took from the people will return to the people, and so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give your...
By the people, for the people shall not perish from the earth.
You must forget that.
I let her rot and perish and be damned. Now my heart is turned to stone.
By the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
Fathers, so forgetful of their fatherland that they would let it perish rather than you. Your mother so...
From the earth far below, souls of the dead, of people who'd perished from famine, from war, from the plague.
The 72-year-old brother of the infamous Nazi Christian Zell, who is thought to have perished as he attempted to flee Berlin at the end of World War II. This is Tom Ellis, Eyewitness News, reporting...
Look, Anderson, it's another convenience, eh? But the icebox will keep the roaches from getting into perishables.
Where'd you steal this damn thing?
What do you mean?
Follow me and you will be free. Stay and you will perish.
No word yet on the fate of Chancellor Cohagen, but we're being told that he perished along with his forces.
For the lives of your people, if you do not surrender, every man, woman, and child will perish.
Without bitterness, nature's eternal tragedy, that the flesh must perish so that the flesh may live.
Die. In the end, our sun burns out, our universe grows cold and perishes with the dark dimension.
All things are ready if our minds be so.
Perish the man whose mind is backward now.
Let us not wish more help from England, cuz.
We would have all perished in the smoke, but Mr. Rochester would not rest till we were all safe.
Power, and by the great golden temple, the outward sign of an inward and imperishable faith. Even while they obeyed the will.
All things are ready if our minds be so.
Perish the man whose mind is backward now.
You know your places.
Alter who we imagine ourselves to be, begin long before we are born and continue after we perish.
For all they that take the sword shall perish with the sword.
Is that in the Bible?
Madman, what are you doing?
Fire of God destroying your world. The hour is come when everything is to perish.
Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am. And I'm ready for it.
This exotic woman over here.
Hi, Emery.
My dear, I thought you'd perished. Where have you been hiding your classically chiseled features?
Fall asleep. Carol is my girlfriend. She's part of the whole perishing thing. And, she puts me on the bed.
People do not die of cold.
But she may well perish with the shame of having such a mother. I must get another fill at once.
Still the rational man? How many people have perished in your logical little war?
There are certain rules to the proper conduct of living.
And toils of war. Have I fought and strove and perished countless times upon the star.
Right. But he can sound really muffled under the hat, so I thought he said that you brought something perishable. You know, like food that decays easily, like...
To begin what may be a lengthy process, millions of Americans who watched our heroes perish only 73 seconds after takeoff on that cold January...
Operating under deep cover at great risk.
Very great.
And we're very fortunate that this material did not perish with a couple of the men. This is secret footage of the Russian Korabl rocket.
A ruddy army part, no fear.
Nope.
That's all they ever offer me. Crooks and perishing sergeant majors.
Well, that's how the casting people see you, isn't it, love? Authority.
All time. And like a man who is perishing in the polar night, he thought of the rich meadows of his youth.
And that this nation,
under God,
shall not perish from the earth.
Shall not perish from the earth.
Victims are pronounced here, killers here.
Should when the husbands hold them close. But you won't perish, girl. I promise you that.
We pray to thee to keep us from evil and despair. Feed us with the bread that does not perish, which is thy word. O Lord.
Gonna use it to wipe out Xandar. We have to warn them. Billions of people will perish.
Is that what you've been filling your head with, boy?
Mushroom soup, mushroom hash. Let me say this, if we'd had one more week of that salted beef, I would have perished.
Don't be too happy. After some months of this...
Farewell, Petronius. With you perishes the best of our Roman world.
Is that for tenure?
People get feisty, but it'll work out.
You gotta finish your book now, huh? Publish or perish, right?
Actually, I got sidetracked working on this.
The people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth.
I forbid you to gloat.
At seeing your enemy perish, why not?
Beckett is my enemy.
I shall die here. Every inch of me shall perish. Every inch. But